Welcome to Language and Literature Lab. Today we'll be talking about comedy as a genre of literature. Comedy refers to a drama that ends happily, a drama that doesn't have struggles, that doesn't have too much struggle. Not that there's no struggle, because it is the struggle that makes it a drama in the first place. But in comedy, there's no too much struggle. So the struggle is not that intense. It's not as intense as the one in tragicomedy and tragedy. So for a comedy, the actions there or the events there are light-hearted, like no at it's not like there's no seriousness in comedy, but the actions are not as serious as that of tragedy, and there's no death in it. It ends happily. Types of comedy: we have romantic comedy, domestic comedy. This domestic comedy is also known as classical comedy, comedy of humor, comedy of manners, and comedy of errors. So I'm supposed to put SES, comedy of manners. Then a romantic comedy is a funny story about love. That's a funny love story. Just like we have A Midsummer Night's Dream Bible and Shakespeare, and some other stories or movies that just have to. Most Nollywood movies are romantic comedy, like no death, just about love, somebody finding love or getting married and having children and all that. Then the other one is domestic comedy. Domestic comedy is a comedy that have to do with people, family, like family people, like, and it has to do with average people in the society, like normal people in the society, not kings and queens. It doesn't have anything to do with kings and queens or those people of royal birth. They're just normal life. Nobody die, just about love and just more conflict and all that. Then comedy of humor laughs at people's behavior. Most of those movies that the late Mr. Ebo used to act them, they are examples of comedy of humor, like just laugh at people's behavior. Like you see that somebody, a particular character, is acting as somebody that is stupid or somebody that doesn't have sense, or that one is an example of comedy of humor. Then comedy of errors, just error is another name for mistakes. So comedy of mistakes. Then comedy of mistakes or comedy of errors laugh at people's errors or people's mistakes. So you see somebody that maybe in that particular story, somebody, let's say a twin, an identical twin, let's say marry an identical twin, a man marries an identical twin. Let's say he wants to talk to his wife. They doesn't know that that one is not his wife, because the wife's twin sister look like her, like they are identical twin. But he wants to talk to his wife, but he's talking to his wife's sister, not knowing that is not his wife. So that's an example of comedy of error. So let's say that alone, that conversation or whatever that he has to do with his wife's sister, is now what brings the conflict. So that's an example of comedy of errors. Then comedy of manners. Comedy of manners makes fun of people's behavior, like the behavior of the elite, like behavior of the rich people in the society. Remember I told you that domestic comedy has to do with the normal people in the society, the average or middle people in the society, or even the poor people in the society. But for comedy of manner, it talks about mostly the rich people in the society. And what is that that is even associated with rich people? Pride, and fashion. That's what is applicable in most cases to the rich people in the society. So that is what comedy of manners talking about. Just about the way of life of the rich people. So remember, you already know the meaning of comedy, so let me not go back to that one. So remember, a romantic comedy is a funny comedy about love, okay. Remember, a romantic comedy is a funny story about love, like it's a funny love story. And I told you that most Nollywood movies are romantic comedy. Then domestic comedy has to do with the family life of a particular people, let's say father, mother, and children, and the characters are the average people in the society. The comedy of humor laughs at people's behavior, and I told you that most of the movies that the late Mr. Ebru used to act, even the late Sam Loco, Motion FA. Those ones are even Aki and Popo. Those movies that they used to act then, they're examples of comedy of humor. Then comedy of errors, comedy of mistakes, like the conflict comes from mistakes, like the conflict in the drama or in the story comes from the mistake of a particular character. It could be the mistake of the protagonist. That mistake is not a tragic flaw, and so it's not a mistake that will not lead to tragedy. It's just a normal mistake that could lead to maybe a little misunderstanding. The comedy of manner makes fun of the rich people in the society, and I told you that what are most rich people known for is pride. So we are going to do the activities based on the lesson I just explained. So you, for the first one, match each description to the correct type of comedy. Then the other one, read the situation and say the type of comedy. So after you do it, you write the answer in the comment section. Do well to subscribe to my channel for more English and literature tips. Thank you.